Hi, I'm Yvonne Murphy. Growing up in California, I knew absolutely nothing about the game of hockey until I met my professional NHL hockey player husband, Mike Murphy, and we moved to Canada. With a growing family of active little hockey players to get to the rink on time, I learned how to make simple, nutritious meals to keep everybody well fed and happy. And I'm going to share all that with you today. Hi, welcome to the Puck Mommy Show. Today I have with me at this beautiful Nature's Emporium in Newmarket, where they provided all the ingredients for us today, is Lee Del Zotto. Hi, Lee.
Hi.
And Mike Del Zotto is her son, the NHL hockey star. When he was little, you probably didn't think I was going to say
Michael,
that.
that's my big thing. You got to call him Michael.
Did I say Mike?
You did.
Did I? And
that's
he
all
likes
right.
Michael. I'm married to a Mike, so I just automatically say Mike.
No worries.
Yeah, so today you're going to share with us a wonderful recipe. Actually, two of them, one pasta and one salad, right? So you're going to show me how to make, what's the name of this one?
This one's shrimp with linguine and just a plain tossed salad.
Great. Well, I'm
Very
looking
simple.
forward to learning how to do this.
No, pleasure.
And so go ahead and show me what I do first for this.
Yeah, why don't we throw in the pasta?
Okay.
Because we know that takes a little bit of time to cook. Probably.
All right. What do you do, like a handful of it?
Well, depends
a
how
little
many
handful?
people. It depends how many people I'm having. So
What's
for 4 people, I'd probably do the whole pack. But you know,
just
just
for
for
maybe
this, maybe half. Yeah.
Okay, because I heard something about a handful, a half a handful,
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Depends. I have big eaters in my family.
Do you do it in half or just
I
no,
don't.
never.
Now I will say, did you put a little salt in there? You should put a little salt.
Why don't we
okay?
put a little more in anyway? Hand that to
Sure.
me and I'll do it just so we know what we're doing. Okay, great. Like
Salt
that?
helps the water boil a little faster, so that's kind of a little trick. If you want the water to boil a little quicker, you add a little more salt, and
I
salt's
didn't know
good
that.
for the pasta as well.
I didn't know that because I wasn't sure which rule of thumb to go with there.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right, so we're going to start this.
Okay.
And then what else do we have to do?
So that'll take. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's start with the
And
actual
a hard boil like that?
Yes,
That's
that's good.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we'll just check that every once in a while.
this
So
off
if we
a
could
little
put
bit?
this on,
Okay.
yes, we will start the shrimp.
Okay.
So
Got the shrimp going.
I'm gonna add probably, again, really does depend on how much shrimp you're making, but let's say a tablespoon or 2 of butter.
Okay,
Sorry, a little
Great.
noisy there.
good.
So not to burn the butter, you add a little oil. So
the butter.
and the
Oh,
taste.
that's a
Olive
good
oil,
tip.
extra virgin olive oil is,
That's a good
as
tip.
everyone knows, is the only way to go. Got to use
It's the-
extra virgin olive oil.
The way to go.
It's the way to go.
Best.
So we heat that up a bit. Is the burner on?
Okay, the burner is on. I just turned it up a little
Okay,
bit.
we'll let that get a little hot.
Yeah, the olive oil is definitely a very healthy ingredient for all cooking, pretty much, right? Salad
It
dressings
is,
and pasta, and
Definitely flavorful. Obviously, the butter is
right. And we've got the shrimp too.
yes.
So
Let's continue.
now, what kind of shrimp are you? This is like fresh, frozen, fresh, or something like that, or what?
No, you
type?
can use frozen or fresh. I will always get the larger shrimp because, you know,
Like
as
a
they
tiger shrimp, okay?
Yes, as you know, they shrink a little bit when you cook them. So if you get the really tiny ones, they become nothing. So I get the biggest I
Okay.
can. And fresh or frozen.
And you're
is
going to
fine.
teach me how to devein one, but I think you.
I will. But
Okay.
first we're going to put
First
in,
we're going to do this.
First we're going to put in the butter.
You've
and
got the butter, and then
yes, and then also
we've got onions. This is looking really good.
the onion. So I chop a full onion, a small onion. I chop a white onion, and I throw it in when the butter and oil is heated through.
Okay.
So I'll put that in.
Looks nothing better than these. The onion going.
Okay. So that was chopped up ahead of time.
Okay.
We'll also chop up some garlic. You gotta
Oh,
have
I want to
garlic.
watch you do this because I really
Okay.
don't work as much. You're Italian background, right?
Exactly. So
And so your
we
mom
use a lot of garlic.
You use a lot of, and I actually love it, but I don't know how to work with it like that. So this is great for me to learn. Being from an English background, we didn't do a lot of the fresh garlic and things.
Oh,
Now, was this Michael's favorite dish? Michael's favorite dish when he was little?
yes.
I almost said Mike.
Yes,
so
you
I
did.
caught myself
I'll
on-
catch you on
and
that.
I said Michael.
Nope, you're good. You're
Our
good. You're
cameraman is
learning.
Michael too. So I remember
It's
that.
actually definitely one of Michael's, but I have to say
Yeah?
it's the whole family. We
it?
all like this
Yeah.
dish. It's, to be honest, if you you know as well as I do,
It's a family fave.
it's a family favorite, but you know as well as I do that when we're trying to rush and get our kids home from school and get a decent dinner into them,
Yes.
you know, I'm not trying to brag,
Yeah.
because I'm really not, but
Right.
I didn't like
You
the
can
fact
brag,
of
it's okay.
No, I
You
didn't
can
like the
brag.
fact of going to McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever, so
Right.
we
Right, you
did a
can't
lot
do
of
that.
quick meals, and to be honest, although this looks complicated, it really isn't.
And it's
you know,
healthy.
Within
And it's so healthy.
Exactly. So within 30 minutes, I could have you know, a tossed salad with pasta and shrimp ready for the kids. We all ate it, and we could go out and they'd be ready for practice, a game,
Yeah.
whatever.
Because
So-
you had 2 sons that played, right?
Absolutely, yes. I had 2 boys.
Well, one's still playing in the NHL, but the older one is did
Well,
not
soon
play.
to play,
Soon
hopefully.
to play. Well,
when
yes.
the hockey season starts.
Yes. But now, so they both played. So you had a busy schedule. Like I had 3 sons playing, so and a daughter that danced. So I was constantly in the car. So
we were pretty much out every night of the week.
yeah, that sounds
Pretty much every
that
night
sounds
of the-
familiar. And any hockey mom is gonna or dad is gonna understand that one. So we got fresh garlic.
So yes, I
Okay.
just chopped up 3 cloves of fresh garlic.
Okay.
You can put more or less depending on how much you like garlic. So
Oh,
I did
yum.
3 or 4, and you can
Nothing
smell it
smells
already.
better too than garlic and
Fresh
onions.
garlic and onions. I agree.
And we
I
had
love
some
that.
bacon with Ruth Camilleri, and that smelled good too. Nothing better than that. This is great.
could
Okay,
add
and our
that.
pasta's going. We've got our onion and our garlic, and we're doing good.
So we're looking good.
Yeah.
So let's do the while you're stirring that.
Okay.
I will.
We've got the.
I will devein 1 shrimp. We deveined most of them already.
I've got to
but
see how to
I
do
have,
this because I actually
one.
don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm very picky with my shrimp. These are a clean shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
fresh, but you know, there's a lot of
You're
junk
good at
that
this.
gets collected here. So basically,
Cleaning
I do
the shrimp.
Yes, I do both sides.
Okay.
So the back, I just basically take a little paring knife and cut all the way along, and then I take, I don't know what this is called, but
I take.
it's like a vein that's
It's an unnamed vein.
It's a vein that
shrimp.
basically collects all the garbage this little sucker
So to
eats
speak. Okay.
in the ocean.
Now, are we putting them in a
Yes.
split or all just like whole?
Whole.
The shrimp. Okay, great.
Yep. So
So-
I like I said, I do both sides just to make sure
Okay.
there's nothing
Now I know
left
how
in there.
to do this. Now with this, you can also use chicken, or you could use anything with this linguine, right? You don't have to use shrimp. I'm sure you could do
Absolutely.
like a chicken.
You can add chicken, any other kind of fish if you like, you know,
Oh,
scallops.
scallops.
Any kind of white fish, whatever you like.
Yeah. Great.
you know,
simple,
these are
healthy meal.
This is 2, 4, 6 shrimp. I do a lot more than that when I'm cooking for my
Oh,
family.
yeah, especially for the. Well, Mike's playing now for the New York Rangers, right?
Correct.
Oh, great, Michael. We're going to be right back. Stay where you are. Talk to you soon. Hi, welcome back to the Puck Mommy Show here with Lee Del Zotto. And if you missed the first beginning of the show, her son Michael Del Zotto plays for the New York Rangers. So we're learning how to make the delicious pasta dish that he ate all his growing up life before he became an NHLer. And so now we're making this delicious shrimp and linguine. So my next thing is I'm going to drain the linguine, right?
Yes.
As you're doing that, okay? I'll
Okay.
be right here. And your next move is to...
Yes, well, while she's draining the linguine, I'm going to cut up the tomato. So,
Okay.
Again, you can use as much or as little as you'd like, depending on
Okay.
your preference.
Great. I'll stir this as you do that.
We like our tomatoes. And not too much we don't like in the Del Zotto household, to be really honest.
Well,
I'm lucky we don't have picky eaters, so
Oh, that's good. That's
It's
because you
good.
probably gave them a lot of variety when they were little, which is something good to know, right?
Yes. So I'm chopping up the tomato now. Hopefully
Okay.
I don't chop
there.
off a couple of fingers in the meantime.
You know what? I'm going to chop the other one for you. How's that?
You know what? I think we're good with one.
Oh, you just want one?
Yeah, I think
okay,
we're good
well, how
with
about
one
the
for now.
parsley? Should I start with the...
Sure.
We've got some fresh parsley?
Yes, some fresh
Okay.
parsley would be great. We'll add that.
And how much? Like, how much about would you put in there?
Probably half of that.
Half of it? I end up with a bad chopping knife. I'm going to go get my other knife. And then we're also going to learn how to make a delicious fresh salad that you've
People think tossed salads are difficult to make, but you know what? They're really not. And I know a lot of people used, dressings in the bottle. I never do. It's pretty much...
You make your own fresh?
It's pretty much oil, olive oil and vinegar. You can use, balsamic red vinegar, white balsamic vinegar, any of those, and they all work well. And
Can I put the parsley in?
You sure can.
All right. And the parsley goes in just like this?
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
Looks good, and I'll let you stir that. And
So we added the tomato.
Okay.
We added the parsley,
we've
and
got
now we'll add a
these.
little bit of heat.
Okay.
So for those that like heat, a little bit of, I call it pepperoncini, or
Okay.
red pepper,
Okay.
crushed red pepper.
Great.
A little bit of, I think this is oregano, but you can add oregano. You can
Yeah.
add. My hands are a little dirty. Do you want to put
Any
a
other
little bit of salt and pepper
Any
in there?
other herbs that you
Whatever
prefer
you like,
if you don't,
really, but this is pretty much how I make it.
Somebody,
That's it.
well, I know my gang love the peppers.
Yeah, so if you like a little heat.
A little
add
heat
as little
is
as-
always good.
Exactly.
Always good.
So that's pretty much it right
Great.
there. And
So we're going to bring over the salad. The
do you
salad
want to
stuff
toss
too.
it with the, why don't we,
Oh, we have to do the pasta.
I would
We
just-
have to add the pasta. What
I
am
would just
doing?
toss that right in
That's
here.
right, and then we'll start with the salad. That's
There you go.
the main ingredient. Okay, that looks good right there, and I'll get our dish for the pasta. That looks good.
Well, maybe if we want to leave it in here while we make the salad so it
Yeah.
stays warm, maybe
Yeah.
that might be a good idea.
Yeah, that's okay. Good, perfect. And so yeah, pasta is like a big dish in Italy too.
Well, everywhere. I don't know very
big-
many people that don't eat pasta.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for
So
sure.
this is basically
Looks
it.
great.
Oh, but it looks pretty much how
So
I
why
make
don't
it.
we leave it on warm there, and we can start. You can show me how to make the salad.
Okay, well, you know what, there isn't much to this salad recipe, to be honest. Again, one of Michael's favorite is the red leaf lettuce. You can use any type of lettuce you like, but
Okay.
that was
Leave
his
that there.
favorite, and frankly, most of ours. So this was been freshly washed, so we just chop it up in little pieces, mouth-sized pieces, I guess you would say.
Good. So you could probably mix up with iceberg. You could do, even some other like endive or something like that.
Endive, Boston, romaine.
Yeah.
It's really whatever's your preference.
Yeah.
Like I said, this was always Michael's preference, the red leaf lettuce, and frankly, the whole family would eat this. So
Right.
never
So now
an
when
issue.
he was playing when he was little, when you were getting everything ready and like you would just have these cold in the fridge and then you'd be all set for little snacks later, and any other snacks that you used to make for him then?
the regular cheese and crackers, or maybe some carrots. He loved the little baby
Like a
carrots with
veggie,
dip.
like
Yeah,
a veggie dip or
exactly.
something. I did that too.
Hummus.
Yeah.
He loved hummus with the little crackers.
Yeah.
So all the good stuff.
Good healthy stuff.
Yeah, good healthy stuff.
And we can get all the recipes we can get online as well at rogerstv.com, so you don't have to memorize all of this.
No. So basically, I tore up the lettuce. Then I used little grape tomatoes.
Grape
chop
tomatoes.
them up a little. Put a few of them in there.
Good idea.
I mean, any vegetables.
I actually
will-
like the taste of these a little bit better, but I also like the heirloom tomatoes as well. Do you
Oh,
ever use
definitely.
those in the salad?
Not so much the heirloom tomatoes, because they're so good. I like to eat those by themselves.
And just maybe a little feta or some
Olive oil, little feta, and
bocconcini cheese is one of my favorites. Bocconcini or
Exactly.
buffalo mozzarella.
any of those. They're all good.
Right.
But yeah, if they're really good tomatoes, I don't, you kind of like to eat them on their own to get the real flavor.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
Exactly.
so we tossed in a few of these tomatoes.
Perfect.
We also need a cucumber. I always put in
Oh,
cucumbers.
we have a cucumber right here. All set
Perfect.
to go.
They love their cucumbers as well. Fresh cucumbers, nothing like it, especially from the garden in the summer. So
Yeah.
we would often have that. My father-in-law, my father grew vegetables in the garden, and my kids
Really?
loved the fresh vegetables in the
So
garden.
the organic movement has been in your family for quite some
That's
time.
right. We
I
started
think
our
also,
way back.
and Italy too. I think it has been
Oh, for
that way
sure.
for many, many years. They're in Europe.
Absolutely.
You know, they've been doing the
Gardens.
organic thing a lot longer, I think, than we have in North America.
For sure. So there you go.
Okay.
That's the
Great.
little salad.
And we've
then
got this, and we're gonna find another. Oh, we've got this, but I thought we were gonna put a little bit of the pasta in here, or these.
Now,
are
I
we-
do want to make the dressing.
Oh, we got to make the dressing. That's gonna be in our next. That's gonna be in our next segment. But I'm gonna
Okay.
put some of this so it looks kind of
Sure. Let's serve
pretty,
a
and
little bit
everyone
of
can
the
see what
pasta.
it looks like. Okay. Put some of this right here. We already did this, right? So we're gonna put this here. This is great. Okay. I'm gonna go like this. And it looks really pretty. Okay. There's one over here. One over here. Okay. So now, how was Michael doing with the New York Rangers?
Well, they're getting ready
Getting ready to
on
start
Sunday.
again?
Camp is starting on
Right.
Sunday.
Great.
So they're just preparing, and he's working on a new contract.
Great. Well, we're going to be right back. Stay right where you are.
Okay.
Hi, you're back here at the Puck Mommy Show with us. This is Lee Del Zotto, and we are going to start right away learning how to make her wonderful tomato sauce pasta sauce from Italy. Let's
you
go.
go. Thank you.
I am so excited.
This is your basic tomato sauce. Everybody needs to know. Everyone's intimidated by tomato sauce.
Yes.
Nothing to be intimidated about. I much prefer this quick homemade version versus the canned stuff. That's
Yes.
just my preference. Anyway, what we got going here is some olive oil and chopped onions. Again, as much as you need, as much as you like. We do need a little bit of garlic, so I'll have you stir that, and I'll
stir
chop
that.
up the
That's
garlic.
perfect.
Okay.
This is a real treat to learn how to make this for myself.
It's so easy, but like I said, most people get intimidated by it, but
Yeah.
no need to get intimidated. Quick and easy.
And for little hockey players or growing families, this is a great
Everybody has.
item to have.
Yes, all hockey players have to have their pasta.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So we made the linguine with shrimp, which is one variety.
Yep.
And then you could make just regular pasta with tomato sauce or anything you like, really.
Right? And so these,
Now I'm showing you a tomato sauce, plain tomato sauce. You can also brown ground beef, ground veal, ground turkey, whatever you like.
that's a question for you too. What meat do you use when you
I
do a bolognese?
I don't always. I prefer just a plain tomato sauce.
Oh, okay.
But once in a while, if we want some protein, we need some protein and we don't have something else, then we can throw some ground beef, as I said, ground veal, ground turkey, whatever your preference is.
Okay.
So we've got.
So this goes translucent, or yes? Okay.
Yes. So it looks good.
Okay, and then you're going to show me also how to make that salad dressing too.
Yeah, but
so while this is cooking.
Yep.
Let's
Let's throw in the tomatoes first. So we've got this translucent here. Thank you.
All right.
And then we throw in. Now this is a can of crushed tomato, but you can also get the whole ones and really crush them yourself. I use my emulsifier and just do that a lot of times. Or you can buy the already crushed to save a little time, whichever you prefer.
I'll take that.
So that was 1 can. I usually do 2 because I like to have lots of leftover sauce that I'm making a mess here, that I keep in my refrigerator for a few days. So, or I freeze sometimes. I make a big batch and I freeze it.
Now, would you use this as a pizza sauce as well, or just pasta? Like, there's a difference, right? I was just going to wipe that so we don't get that over there. Yeah.
So what about, I don't use this sauce for pizza. I could show you how to make pizza too.
That's
we don't have
that's
time
for
today.
next time.
That's for
next time.
Absolutely.
This is great. And what other herbs, spices you put in there?
This right?
Salt.
So this is a little salt.
Salt. Okay, it's good.
Little pepper.
Mm-hmm. It's looking good.
Definitely oregano.
We don't need to go to Italy. We can just go to Lee's house. She's going to show us.
You can add.
She came to us, which is unbelievable.
You can add a little peppers as well, or I don't usually, to be honest, but you certainly can if you like the heat. You can add bay leaves. You can add all kinds of different spices, whatever you prefer. But this is the basic recipe right here. I know people that add tomato paste. I prefer not to. I think I like the rich flavor of this on its own, but everybody makes it a little different. But that's pretty much it. And I let it
so
simmer.
How long does it simmer for?
Anywhere from ½ hour to 45 minutes. And that's really it. So we'll let that cook.
So we'll let that cook. And we have our pasta. So I was going to put that in here. So we have that all ready to go.
You can go ahead and plate
the
that.
The shrimp just smells divine. Smells
so
divine.
While you're doing that, I'll mention
eat it after.
I'll mention my
yes, please do.
Sauce for pizza. Sauce for pizza should not be cooked. I use just like you saw that me putting the can of tomatoes in the sauce. I just basically take the tomatoes crushed, add a little salt, pepper, maybe a little garlic powder.
Really?
And that's what I don't
that
cook it.
That is so easy.
Yes,
and what's better for little hockey players or soccer players or baseball, even though this is a hockey show, than the pizza? You've got some healthy whole wheat pasta, or you can have your, do you make your own bread as well, your pizza dough, or do you buy it?
I won't lie, I buy my pizza dough.
I do too.
I buy my pizza dough, but you know what? We don't go out for pizza too much anymore because frankly, I buy the dough, but everything else is fresh. Put it in the oven, have a nice pizza screen, and everyone really enjoys it.
Sounds better to have it homemade anyway.
Okay,
so next you're going to show me how to make the dressing, and then we're going to taste that.
Okay, sounds good. So as far as the dressing goes, again, as I mentioned to you earlier, really simple. I use balsamic, either red or white. Both are good.
Okay.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
So let me take that. That was the olive oil. This
extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's the only way to go.
I only use other oils, like I might use canola oil for frying, which I don't do a lot of, but basically it's pretty much olive oil. And this is the vinegar. So as I mentioned, this is the red balsamic vinegar. You can use white, you can use plain red vinegar.
There's different colors.
Whatever you like.
Wow.
So then I'm just basically mixing up. I usually use a little emulsifier, a little one, but I don't have that handy right now. So this works just as well.
Can I try the pasta, a little bit of pasta?
Sure.
I'm going to try a little bit of the pasta. I shouldn't do this. But I'm going to go get, I'm just going to have a little bite. Oh, you know what? Parmesan.
Yes.
Parmesan.
Little Parmesan.
I can't taste it until I have Parmesan.
You got to have a little Parmesan.
Parmesan. That's right. Okay, a little of that. And then what are you putting in that?
So this was just the oil and vinegar, and I just will pour a little bit on.
Okay, sounds good.
This is more than we need. And a little salt,
Messy. It's just like I'm in my own kitchen.
a little pepper,
Oh,
and
this
away
is
you go.
This is delicious, and we have homemade tomato sauce. And what could be better? Oh my goodness. Now, did you want to try that?
I've tried it many times.
You've tried it your whole,
Do you like it? As long as you like it, I'm good.
absolutely love it. And now this, we have cooking for later on. And then we've got this, we've got our salad, and we're all set to go. And I'm gonna get a little plate for that salad. Why don't you put some of the salad in there with this, we've got this, and let's use a spoon from there. Put a little of this in there. And
So I'm tossing it up a bit.
Lee, thank you so much for being here today, and thank you from all of us at the Puck Mommy Show, learning how to make
pleasure.
all these great dishes. See you next time.
Pleasure.
Thank you.